Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss. And today we are going to talk about metabolism. This is key in losing weight and keeping it off. And I'm going to share with you 7 things you're doing to completely wreck your metabolism without even knowing it. And I think you're going to be surprised at a lot of these 7 things. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, I will have nutrition coaching. Highly recommend personalized macros and calories. That is what I follow to lose and maintain my 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching with questions, accountability, or if you would like to chat with me directly. Links and discounts to my favorite things are also down below for you. So let's talk about your metabolism and what you're doing to damage it without even knowing it. The speed of our metabolism depends on a various number of factors, some of which are completely out of our control. For example, genetics. We have no control over our genetics. Some people are born with a higher metabolism than others. Some people are born and set out to be a healthy weight. Some people are born and set out to potentially be a heavier weight. A lot of it has to do with our genetics, and unfortunately, that is something we don't have control over. But there are things that we may be doing unintentionally that's sabotaging our metabolism. And these are the things that we do have control over. So let's jump right in with number 1, which I think may be surprising to you. And number 1 is scrolling on your phone. It is the first habit that's secretly sabotaging your metabolism. Artificial light, like the kind that comes from your phone or computer, can mess up your circadian rhythm. It's especially bad at night. Studies show that artificial blue light exposure at night can contribute to insulin resistance. When the sun goes down, you should stop looking at screens or use light filtering glasses, which will help you sleep a lot better since artificial light suppresses melatonin, a hormone important for quality sleep. We have heard time and time again that we should get off of our phones a few hours before bed. And that is 100% true, especially because of the artificial light and the stimulation that artificial light gives the melatonin that's naturally produced in our body. And that can help wreak havoc on our sleep. And we know how important sleep is for weight loss. In fact, sleep is important for our metabolism and is the number 2 thing you could be doing to sabotage your metabolism, and that is not getting in enough sleep. Not enough sleep and low quality of sleep can really wreak havoc on your metabolism. Make sleep your top priority. Just one night of poor sleep can negatively affect your hunger hormones and your insulin sensitivity. When it comes to sleep, quality is more important than quantity. You want to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. If you can sleep in a cooler environment, this typically tends to a deeper sleep, which is what our body prefers. And again, staying off our phones 1 or 2 hours before bed, avoiding a lot of that artificial light is going to help us fall asleep and stay asleep. You can also lean on sleep supplements if you struggle with going to sleep, staying asleep, or maybe you're up 100 times every night. A sleep supplement may be beneficial to you. But if you want to avoid supplements, there's simple things you can do, like staying off your phone just a couple hours before bed and making sure that you get yourself on a sleep schedule. Going to bed around the same time every night, getting up around the same time every morning, weekends included. This is going to help your body get into that sleep schedule, and you'll find that you'll fall asleep pretty consistently, pretty regularly at the same time, and that your body will kind of trigger you to get up the same time every morning as well. Number 3, and this to me is the most important and the thing that we struggle with the most, and that is eating protein. Protein, carbs, and fats are macronutrients. Your body takes the longest, spends the most energy, burns the most calories digesting protein. And when your body is digesting protein, it's boosting your metabolism. So it's important to not undereat protein. That is sabotaging your weight loss and sabotaging your metabolism. Protein helps you rebuild tissues, recover from exercise more quickly, and keeps you feeling full and satisfied. Protein also helps you build and maintain muscle. The more muscle you have, the more calories you'll burn at rest. And the quality of your protein does matter. Plant-based proteins just don't offer the same benefits as animal-based proteins. Now, also, you need to make sure you're eating enough protein every single day. And you're probably wondering, How much protein am I supposed to have every single day? That is where I come in as a weight loss and nutrition coach, as someone who calculated my own macros and calories and followed those to lose and maintain a 140-pound weight loss. I would get your personalized macros and calories done. This is going to be customized and personalized to you. I hand do them based on a questionnaire that I send you. Do not use online calorie calculators. Do not use the calories and macros that your tracker gives you. None of that is accurate. If you put your information into 5 different calorie tracking apps, calorie calculators, you're going to get 5 different answers. Invest a little bit in yourself to have your macros and calories done so you know that what you're eating is right for your body. Everybody is different, so there isn't a generic protein goal for everybody. So let me help you with your protein goals so you can make sure that you're not sabotaging your weight loss and your metabolism by eating your protein. I also give you serving suggestions as well as food suggestions in your personalized macros and calories. I will have those linked at the top of the description box for you. Number 4, keto. Keto diets work until they don't. In fact, all diets work until they don't. Going too low carb for too long can lower your thyroid hormones. Your thyroid controls your metabolism. When you don't have enough thyroid hormone, you feel sluggish, tired, and you'll gain weight easily. You do not have to restrict or eliminate any food or any food group, including carbohydrates. Your body does not produce carbohydrates on its own. Carbs come from your food, and carbs are essential for weight loss, for a healthy metabolism, and energy. Our body reaches for carbs first for energy. So if you go on keto, it's gonna work until it doesn't. There's going to be a time that you just can't restrict and eliminate foods any longer because it's not sustainable. You can also suffer health consequences and feel tired and sluggish all the time because you're not getting in enough carbohydrates every day. In fact, some people thrive on a high carb diet, myself included. I will give you a carb goal as part of your macros and calories, but all diets, including keto, work until they don't. Don't do a diet. Do something that is a lifestyle and is sustainable forever. Number 5, and a lot of you might be like, geez, thanks a lot, and that is alcohol. Alcohol is a killer to your metabolism, and even more important, it's a killer to your weight loss goals. Now, if you follow me, you know that I say do not eliminate or restrict any food or food group. One thing you can eliminate out of your diet, especially while you're losing weight, I mean, even in maintenance, is alcohol. You should be removing it completely or having it in very, very, very limited quantities. Alcohol, even in small amounts, is slowing your metabolism. When your liver is busy trying to detox alcohol, it can't metabolize fats and sugars properly, which leads to weight gain and other major problems like fatty liver disease. You can enjoy a night out at the club, the bar, a weekend with your friends, a summer cookout or barbecue without alcohol. There's a lot of great non-alcoholic beverages available. Take your favorite non-alcoholic drink. Maybe it's a sparkling water. Maybe it's your favorite Diet Coke. Maybe it's your big cup of water. That's typically what I take to an event. You don't have to drink alcohol to have a good time. And alcohol, like I said, is a metabolism and a weight loss killer. So if you can avoid it, I would highly, highly recommend that. Now this one is an interesting one. Number 6, and that is you could be drinking moldy coffee. Now before we talk about moldy coffee, let's talk about coffee. Coffee is great for your metabolism. Coffee contains caffeine, which gives your metabolism a little bit of a boost. Now, it's not going to boost your metabolism enough to lose 50 pounds, but it is going to increase it for a while after consuming. Not to mention caffeine just honestly helps us make it through our day. However, there are certain coffees that are just better and healthier for you than others. And there is actually a thing called moldy coffee, and that's what I want to talk to you about. Because of how it's processed and stored, most coffee is contaminated with mold toxins, aka mycotoxins. Mycotoxins are kryptonite for your biology. They're especially toxic to your liver and kidneys. Mold interferes with your hormones and can slow your metabolism, sabotaging your fat loss efforts. You always want to choose coffee brands that test for mycotoxins. You want to choose high quality coffee. Now I get my espresso, I have an espresso machine that I make my protein coffee with from a local roaster, and I know that he tests for mycotoxins and they are not included in my coffee. The cheaper the coffee, the more likely it is that moldy coffee. So definitely talk to whoever you get your coffee from, look for this at your local grocery store and avoid those mycotoxins. And last but not least, number 7, this is also another one that we can get confused about, and that is you're doing the wrong type of exercise. We hear time and time again, just move your body. Any type of movement is great. That is true. That is absolutely true. I mean, walking is the best exercise for weight loss. However, there are certain exercises that we can do that can boost our metabolism, and there are certain exercises that we can do that can have a negative effect on our metabolism. Not all exercise is created equal. Your 60-minute treadmill run may be doing more harm than good. Medium intensity cardio sessions burn up muscle tissue. Muscle is very metabolically active, and the more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism will be. If you're only doing cardio, you're not doing much to improve your metabolism. Not only are long cardio sessions bad for muscle gain, but they also increase cortisol. If your cortisol levels are chronically elevated from too much cardio, this signals your body to put on fat, especially in the abdominal area. The better strategy is to do high intensity interval training, HIIT training, and weights a few times per week. HIIT is superior to steady state cardio because it preserves muscle, takes less time, and revs up your metabolism for hours after you do it. Adding resistance training a few times a week is crucial if you want to build muscle. And remember, the more muscle we have, the higher our metabolism is, and muscle burns calories at rest. So you do not have to be a cardio queen. In fact, I would recommend not being a cardio queen. With cardio, we're on the treadmill, right? Or we're on the elliptical, and we're go, 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 go. As we're on the machine, our body's burning calories, obviously. But once we get off the machine, the effects of that calorie burn diminish after about 15 minutes. Now, on the flip side of that, if we're in the gym lifting weights, for a solid 30 minutes, whether they're heavy weights, light weights, high reps, low reps, that's going to burn calories up to 72 hours after we stop lifting weights. That's 3 days. 3 days versus 15 minutes. So instead of being a cardio queen, HIIT training is the way to go. This is basically where your heart rate goes up and comes down. My boot camp I do 3 days a week is HIIT training. And then I'm in the gym the other 2 days a week. And then on Sunday is my active rest day. So I walk. Sometimes I jog, most of the time I walk. This is ideal for boosting your metabolism. Cardio isn't going to do it. Intense cardio isn't going to do it. Only lifting weights isn't going to do it. We want to have a balance of low to medium impact and high intensity interval training and strength training. That's what's going to transform your body and transform your metabolism. No need to be a cardio queen. So those are the 7 things that you're doing most likely very, very unintentionally that are damaging your metabolism. Let me know down below, which one of these do you do and which one of these maybe surprised you the most? I will have those personalized macros and calories linked below. Get them done. Get them done so you know what you're supposed to eat to reach your weight loss goals, and then you can make sure you're not doing any of these 7 metabolism damaging things. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.